Hello, my dear children. Welcome to Hidaya online class. I am Prasida, your social science teacher. So let's start our social science class. Okay. Today we will start the chapter 11, Our India. Shall we start? Okay. India is a land of diversities. India is a land of diversities. We Indians are proud of the varied heritage of our country. The diversity in attire, language, tradition, etc. make India unique. അതായത് നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാവുന്ന കാര്യമാണല്ലോ. അതായത് നമ്മുടെ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ വൈവിധ്യപൂർണമായ പാരമ്പര്യത്തില് അഭിമാനം കൊള്ളുന്നവരാണ് നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരും അല്ലെ. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എന്താണ്, നമ്മൾ വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ടുള്ള ഭാഷ, ആചാരം, വേഷം ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പുലർത്തുന്നവരാണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എന്താണ്, അതായത് വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ടുള്ള കാലാവസ്ഥ, വ്യത്യസ്തമായിട്ടുള്ള ഭൂപ്രകൃതി ഒക്കെയാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ നിലനിൽക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ദിസ് ചാപ്റ്റർ വിൽ ഹെൽപ്പ് യു ടു നോ more about the diversities of India. Okay, in this chapter we studied about states and capitals, union territories, etc. Okay, let's come to the topic. Okay, first one is India, location and neighboring countries. India, location and neighboring countries. The neighboring countries of India are China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Okay, listen. The neighboring countries of India are China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Okay. Have you noticed the ocean to the south of India on the map of India? Okay, this is the Indian Ocean. The part of the ocean to the east of India is known as the Bay of Bengal, and that to the west is known as the Arabian Sea. We have already learned about continents. Can you identify the continent which India belongs? Yes, very good. India is located southern part of Asia. Okay. Next we discuss about India state. Okay. For administrative convenience, India is divided into 29 states on 2040 June. Andhra Pradesh has been divided into 2 states, namely Simandra and Telangana. The administrative headquarters of each state is known as state capital. Delhi is the national capital territory of India. Among these 29 states, Jammu and Kashmir became Union Territory of India, namely Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh on October 2019. Now, India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, India has 28 states and 8 union territories. This is the latest update. All of you update this in your textbook. Understand? Let's learn these states in India. Using this method, we can easily memorize all the states. Here, at 3 means that 3 states start in India, A and T. They are Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Tripura. There are only one state start with these letters: Bihar, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Sikkim, Jharkhand, Punjab, Nagaland, Odisha, West Bengal. Okay. 5 states start with the letter M: Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram. 2 states names starting with the letters of UKGH: Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh. Is it clear? Other than the states, 8 union territories in India, they are Puducherry, Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh. Okay. We have discussed about the 28 states and 80 union territories. Okay, all of you understood? Okay, very good. Next, we will discuss about the India physiography. ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഭൂപ്രകൃതി എങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, there are different landforms like mountains, plateaus, plains, and islands on the earth. Such features of the region constitute its physiography. The physiography of India is diverse with mountain ranges, plains, vast plateaus, deserts, coastal plains, and islands. Okay, let's learn more about them. First one is mountains in India. You have learned about the major mountain ranges in different continents. A part of the Himalayas, the loftiest mountain range in the world, belong to India. The other major mountain ranges in India are the Aravallis, the Western Ghats, the Eastern Ghats, and the Vindhya ranges and the Satpura ranges. They are comparatively lower than the Himalayas in height. A number of rivers originate from these mountain ranges. Okay. അതായത് ലോകത്തിലെ തന്നെ ഉയരമേറിയ പർവ്വതനിരയായിട്ടുള്ള ഹിമാലയത്തിന്റെ ഒരു ഭാഗം നമ്മുടെ ഇന്ത്യയിലാണ് ഉൾപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഹിമാലയത്തേക്കാൾ ഉയരം കുറഞ്ഞ നിരകളായിട്ടുള്ള ആരവല്ലി, പശ്ചിമഘട്ടം, പൂർവ്വഘട്ടം, വിന്ധ്യ നിരകള്, സൽപുര നിരകൾ എന്നിവയാണ് ഇന്ത്യയിലെ മറ്റ് പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട പർവ്വതനിരകളായിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഈ പർവ്വതനിരകളിൽ നിന്നെല്ലാം അനേകം നദികൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, ഉത്ഭവിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, ക്ലിയർ? നെക്സ്റ്റ് വി ഡിസ്കസ് അബൌട്ട് ദി പ്ലെയിൻസ് ഇൻ ഇന്ത്യ. പ്ലെയിൻസ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ സമതലങ്ങൾ. അതായത് പ്ലെയിൻസ് ആർ എക്സ്റ്റെൻസീവ് ആൻഡ് ലെവൽ ലാൻഡ് ഫോംസ്. പ്ലെയിൻസ് ആർ എക്സ്റ്റെൻസീവ് ആൻഡ് ലെവൽ ലാൻഡ് ഫോംസ്. അതായത് അതിവിശാലമായതും നിരപ്പായതുമായിട്ടുള്ള ഭൂപ്രദേശങ്ങളാണ് എന്ത്, പ്ലെയിൻസ് എന്ന പേരിൽ അറിയപ്പെടുന്നത്. There is a vast expansive plain to the south of the Himalayan mountain ranges. These plains were formed by the deposition of alluvium brought down by the rivers originating from the Himalayas. They are also known as the Indo-Ganga-Brahmaputra plains. Okay, Indo-Ganga-Brahmaputra plains. Crops such as paddy, wheat, maize, sugarcane are cultivated in the fertile plains. Hence, this region is also known as the India's granaries. Okay. Next, we discuss about the deserts in India. Have you seen deserts? Okay. Strong winds, scorching heat, and extensive sand dunes are the characteristic feature of desert in India. Strong winds, scorching heat, and extensive sand dunes are the characteristic feature of India. A major part of state of Rajasthan, situated to the northwest of India, is a desert. Okay, this region is known as the Thar Desert, is sparsely inhabited and the least cultivated due to the scarcity of rain. Okay. Next, we discuss about the plateaus in India. Plateaus are comparatively elevated landforms with almost flat surfaces. The Deccan Plateau is the largest in India. The other major plateaus are Malwa and Chota Nagpur. Okay, listen. Plateaus are comparatively elevated landforms with almost flat surfaces. The Deccan Plateau is the largest in India. The other major plateaus are Malwa and Chota Nagpur. Okay, next one is coastal regions in India. Coastal regions are lowland bordering the sea. India has a long coastline. Okay, listen. Coastal region are lowlands bordering the sea. India has a long coastline. Next one is island in India. Okay, the land surrounded by sea is called an island. The land surrounded by sea is called an island. The Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal are part of India. The land surrounded by sea is called an island. The Lakshadweep Island in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal are the part of India. Okay. Okay, students, that's all for today. Today we discussed about the 28 states and 80 union territories. Next one, India physiography. The physiography conditions like mountains, plains, deserts, plateaus, coastal region, island, etc. Okay, students, all of you understood all topic. Okay, study well. Have a nice day. Okay, thank you.